Boss games, or ones that are primarily focused on only boss encounters, are really hard to pull off. Many people just write them off because they're either too short or they lack any real depth, and they are pretty rare, you don't see them very often. But when you do, the ones that are successful make sure the bosses are memorable, whether it's by their design or their difficulty. And now, there's a new kid on the block. You need to play Furi. Furi sort of flew under my radar until recently, but holy crap, I'm so glad I picked it up because it is a bosses only game done right. Basically, you get broken out of jail by this bunny hood guy. Just go with it, you get used to it eventually. And you need to fight your way through many consecutive guardians blocking your exit from prison. Like I said before, if you're only gonna have bosses in your game, they need to be unique and interesting. And this is definitely the case with Furi. Not only do they all look different from each other, complete with widely varying personalities, from old dudes to angels to swamp monsters, but they also stand out from each other in their attack patterns and special abilities. None of these adversaries are pushovers, and each battle is a long test of endurance, patience, and skill. It is not for the faint of heart or easily angered. Here's how each battle works. Your opponent will go through several different phases signified by these dots under their health, and within each phase there are two sections of battle. One that utilizes the entire arena dodging bullets or whatever they throw at you, and another that's an up close and personal melee section. You have 3 lives signified by the 3 dots under your health, and if you die you have to start that phase from the beginning. But if you lose all 3 lives you have to do the entire battle over, which can be particularly cruel if you were on the last phase, come on! But you do get a life back for every stage you beat, so it's actually pretty balanced overall. You can attack with your laser gun or lightning sword, both of which can be charged up for more damage, and for defense you can dodge or parry, and this is where the game gets really interesting. Furi will often go back and forth between dueling segments and bullet hell segments, and some of these get really crazy. Sometimes you'll be dodging giant laser blasts or shock waves, and sometimes you'll have to shoot your way through an endless sea of bullets. It's a good switch up from the constant barrage of regular attacks that you'll also see a plethora of, and uses each stage to its full potential. But the parry mechanic is truly where this game shines. When the enemy is about to attack you, they'll flash white, signaling that you can parry them. And if you successfully do, you'll regain a bit of health as well as damage the boss. But if you time it even closer to when you would get hit, it initiates a cutscene which not only looks and feels cool to pull off, but it gives extra damage to your opponent. This is such a better system to me than, say, Dark Souls, where the timing is so precise that it's almost not worth it to even attempt. Here, there's a much wider margin for error to complete a parry, and there's more reward for doing so, especially if you go for the shorter timing. Like I said, each rival is a huge challenge that feels amazing when you overcome it, and none of them are similar to each other. You'll have to master all of your abilities, because some foes will fly off the arena requiring you to shoot them, while others are purely melee focused. After each battle, your character will start walking to the next sector, and this is where I started to really notice the diverse environments. It's supposed to just be a cooldown time in between fights where that bunny guy, he's called the voice by the way, he'll give you some hints and exposition about the next boss. While these scenes can be a little too long, it's a great time to take in the variety of worlds you'll enter, and even better, the soundtrack. Oh man, this is seriously one of the best OSTs I've heard. It's right up my alley with that 80s electronic influence. It's like if Hotline Miami got sucked into the grid from Tron. As you journey farther away from your cell, you realize there might be more to the story than you originally thought. You wonder if you can really trust the voice. Is he just using you to escape himself? You start to hesitate at the thought of taking down every guardian in your wake. Is this really the right thing to do? And I won't spoil anything, but there's definitely more than meets the eye here. Best of all, after you beat the game once, it unlocks Furier mode. And unlike most other hard modes in games, all the bosses now have completely different and much harder patterns than before. You're gonna have to relearn how to take each one down in new ways. And for real, they don't mess around this time. What a great addition though, you basically get double the amount of game for free. Not to mention they have a dedicated speedrun mode that skips all the cutscenes and in between walking sections if you're into that kind of thing. Furi was exactly the kind of game I was looking for this year. I'm slowly realizing how much the brutally challenging genre of games is exactly what I crave. And combined with the soundtrack and aesthetic, I couldn't ask for more. If you're interested in a beautiful looking boss game that'll push you to your limits, but give you such rewarding accomplishment when you succeed, then you need to play Furi. Hey guys, if you enjoyed the video, you can always subscribe for more analytical content on this channel, or check out these other videos as well. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. Sometimes I'll ask for input or give sneak peeks about future projects, and you can always support the channel through Patreon. Thanks for watching, and stay frosty, my friends.